Socrates may have once said that knowledge is the only good and ignorance is the only evil. Expanding on that idea, knowledge comes naturally to humans. Our brain is just one of our organs that processes information naturally. We understand things without thinking about them, without consciously dictating that process. So what actually causes ignorance? What causes that lack of knowledge that Socrates thought was evil? To me, it's shame. Shame is that stuck place between awareness and doing, and we push ourselves or others into this place in the hopes of change, but it's cyclical. It keeps you stuck in that place by being aware of what you should be ashamed of and attaching the identity to the thing you are ashamed of. There's no way out of that cycle besides acceptance, compassion, awareness, love. And people make what is an important distinction between shame and guilt, where shame is, I am bad, whereas guilt is, I've done a bad thing. I agree that guilt is maybe slightly better than shame, but it is still not change. It's still not acceptance. It's too egocentric. Shame only exists as a way to create distance between others and ourselves. We shame others in order to place ourselves at a distance, and that I know what is better. And so in telling you and shaming you about this thing, I am creating a distinction between you, the doer of bad things, and myself, the good person who knows better. And guilt is similar. Guilt says, I'm aware that this is a bad thing, and being aware that this is a bad thing means that I'm a good person and so I can move on. But that is not the process of change and growth. We feel shame and guilt in response to a historical pattern where people shame others to fill the hole where they were themselves once shamed. Eventually, I think that we will start to break this cycle and use the other methods of change, namely being acceptance, compassion, forgiveness, love. But to get there, it's important that we're aware of when we are choosing to ignore something, when we say that something is too horrific to be looked at, too horrible to even be seen. That's where the danger truly lies. That's where shame keeps us stuck in these cycles, when we think that something isn't worth being said or shared. The shame cycle exists only as a domino effect from the generations before and continuing to the generations after. In your household, when a child drops a vase and it breaks, will that be a shame-filled household where they hide the pieces and know that repentance will come if they speak out about it? Or will it be a household of acceptance, where you can look together at this thing that has happened, separate to the ego, separate to the identity of the child or yourself, and reconcile with it together through love? So knowledge may be good, but it needs an awareness that comes from compassion, that comes from acceptance of whatever it is that the situation is, from seeing it as it truly is, from seeing yourself and others as they truly are, accepting that, and then from there, the potential for growth.